What is up, YouTube? Oh gosh, I need a haircut. Ah, that's better, except for now that was like nature's toboggan, so now I'm cold. Perfect. So today, that was horrible, literally horrible, but I'm leaving it in there anyway. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you intended, but I already cut my hair, so I can't do it again. So on with this crappy crap. Thanks for watching. YouTube, what we're gonna do today is, I don't know if you guys, undecisive on things I say sometimes. Some of you guys are new to the channel. Thanks for subscribing, new guys. But a couple of videos back, I was talking about how I needed to clean my room up around here, and I never even did that. That was like weeks ago. Kit Kat thinks I'm talking to him. Say hello to Kit Kat. Jump up there, Kit Kat. Anyway, I was supposed to clean this room up weeks ago. I didn't. It's raining outside. It's cold. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually maybe start cleaning things up a little bit. But to make things a little interesting, I never do very many reviews on some of this stuff. And a lot of reviews you watch on YouTube is like as soon as they get it, they unbox it and they review it. Well, I've got some things in here that I've had for a while, so I think what I'm going to do is, as I'm cleaning up around here, if I run into something that I kind of want to talk about, and I'll just grab the camera and I'll do a quick little review on like whether I hate it or whether I don't. Cat in the cabinet. I'm going to solve this problem. Get rid of the cat for the rest of the day. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some things as I go along and be like, yeah, you know, this DeWalt freaking hot glue gun is the best hot glue gun that I've ever used before in my life. You know, things like that. So as we go, here we go. Yeah. Nope, no palm outs. It's a habit. I don't like palm outs, but palm out. Kit Kat minds. What's this? Kit Kat, get down. I said get down, Kit Kat. Hey, get down. Get down. All the way down. All the way. Go. Get. Do it. Get down. Thank you, Kit Kat. Y'all's cat do that? Will your cat mind that well? I mean, that wasn't great, but he'll do what I say. Okay, so the lighting in here is horrible for the camera. The way, I don't know much about cameras. I bought in a camera I don't even know how to use, so I just leave it on auto, so the lighting is horrible until I turn this way. So for doing this kind of videos and stuff, you know, I don't really have the proper kind of lighting and everything for doing reviews, but this is like redneck reviews with TAC FPV. So the first thing I would like to review on the list is shout out to the Flightone. These, I should have researched this. These battery straps are freaking awesome. I think they're 40 millimeters wide. I don't know. They're on the website. But these things are freaking amazing. They're like super wide. Tons of Velcro on there. Anyway, those are great. First review in this video. Moving on. More cleaning. Let's go. So, I'm a little undecided on Flightone. Tell you guys a quick story. When I was building this quad, okay, I put the Spark 32 in there and the millivolt OSD, and I was having so much trouble getting it to, every time I was trying to do the part where you're where it's recognizing the motors and telling it, you know, which direction to turn it, every time that I would get to that point in the setup, it would just reboot the flight controller and start over, and it would try to like make me like reinstall the firmware. But if I just unconnected and reconnected, then I wouldn't have to update the firmware. But I fought that for like an entire day and asked a bunch of people. It got late that night and made a little video on the forum, and some people answered, and my buddy Mookie FPV, he made a post in the Flightone group and showed the little error that I was getting. And I got commented on there to go back in there, and when you're setting up and it's asking what type of ESC you're using, choose other. So I did that and it worked. But meanwhile, while all this was, because this was like over like a couple of days span, I had this old Where's it at? Oh, I had this old Revolt OSD where I tried Flightone like 6 months ago. I built a rooster with this flight controller and the BL32, I don't know, the 32 ESC. I don't know the technical names about all this stuff, but this ESC just fried. I mean, it looks like it's freaking mint condition, but I just had a light crash and I hooked it up. I was going to try to tune it a little bit, and I hooked it up to the computer, changed the PIDs a little bit, and when I went to plug it back in, it blew the XT60 off of my battery. So then this thing is like dead shorted for some reason, but it looks perfect. So I'm telling you all this when the Spark 32 didn't work, I took this Revolt OSD and the BL32, not the 32, just the BL Heli S type ESC. I put that in there, and then I got it all set up, but then it was like yaw twitching. I would try to like hover and it would just like deet, 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 deet. I was like, oh my god, you know. So then I'm dragging this story out way too long. So then that's when I seen what the guy had told Mookie. Shut up, Kit Kat. What he had told him on the Facebook group to try the other ESC instead of the race flight ones. So I did that. I went there and went to set it up. And it worked. Everything worked. Then I went out and I was flying it. If you've seen a couple of videos back, I was flying it. Everything was going great. And then during the Ripping Packs with Tack episode that I just put out, this happened. So all that to get to the point to where I'm saying I don't know if I want to continue trying to use Flightone, because it's like everything that I do with it, I've had a bad experience, and a lot of people don't. But with KISS, I'm the same way like a lot of people are that doesn't have a problem with Flightone. I have been flying KISS for 2 years, and I have never had an ESC or a flight controller just randomly stop working. Usually it's like prop strikes or an extremely bad crash. I crashed my 6-inch one time so hard that it destroyed everything. The VTX, the flight controller, the ESCs, 2 motors, it was bad. But other than that, I've had good luck with KISS. But here lately, the KISS ESCs with these stupid daggum little, these things right here, they fall off. But some of these can fall off and it still flies fine, and the video's okay. But there's this little something on the back right in there. I know it's not in focus, but right there, there's this little component that once that sucker breaks off, she's done. And I've tried everything. I've put props over the top of them. This is turning in from cleaning the room to bitching about shit. But I mean, I got my buddy currently undecided. I got him to make me these ESC covers. Trying that. I did the epoxy over the capacitors on one of Bob's quads. Bob Peckerwood, one of his quads that I built. I did the epoxy over the capacitors. Just trying everything. Those things are expensive, and I'm sick and tired of buying them. So that's why I decided to try race flight, because I just despise beta flight. I'm sorry. I'm wanting to venture out a little bit more into beta flight a little bit and give it a chance, because there's just so much more options out there, and the stuff's less expensive. And this is turning into an expensive ass nightmare. This blue quad right here, I'm not sure that the flight controller is okay, but all 4 ESCs just in one crash just quit working. So I don't know. Continue. I'm gonna go back to cleaning up. I'm sorry to hold y'all griping so long, but it's just something that needed to have been said. So here we go. Okay, the cleanup isn't going too well because I fell into the spiral of YouTube, and I found a documentary on Cannibal Corpse, and I've been watching that for like an hour. But I'm trying to get motivated. As soon as they get to the part where George joins the band, then I can probably continue cleaning up. But that's just an update on what's going on.
And we definitely wanted to have a guitar player in the band.
Well, This isn't going too well. They finally got to the part that I was wanting to see in the Cannibal Corpse documentary there. But I haven't got anything done. It's still a mess. It's become late in the day. So I don't know if this is going to even finish. But I've got a little motivated, so now I'm going to start back to cleaning again. It's been like 4 hours since I've touched anything.
Please tell me that's real.
The cat makes me lazy. Well, like the beginning of this video didn't work out the way I had planned, the rest of the stupid, I ain't done shit all daggone day. All I did is I raked it all up in a pile right here. I'm thinking about just pulling the garbage can over here. Because, I ain't touched this stuff in weeks. There's some wire in there I need to dig out. I'm thinking about just throwing it all away. Just throwing it away. Just getting rid of this crap. I said I was going to do reviews as I done this, so we'll close this out with a quick little review of the ISDT D2 charger. I love this thing. It'll only do 12 amps between both channels, so you can do like 6 amp on one channel and 6 amp on the other. Or you can do a total of 6 amps on one channel. But I just like this thing. It's dual channel. I can plug it up in here in the house. I don't have to have a power supply to run it. I'm limited on what I can do with it as far as I can't like charge 87 batteries at one time, but I can charge 10 batteries pretty quick. Throw 12 amps to 10 batteries. So I love this thing. I wish that they would, because it's AC power only, I wish that they would come out with something like this that was AC and DC, that doesn't have to push a whole bunch of amps. I'm not in that big a hurry to charge a bunch of batteries. I just buy a bunch of batteries and charge them up slowly and go out and rip. I don't have to. I'm sure the race guys would like, a little bit more amps, but for me personally, I think that if they come out with something like this, that I could also take this into the field and use it as a field charger with DC voltage, like from my car or something, then that would be a great one-time charger for people that, so they wouldn't have to have 2 chargers, because I've got one in the car that I use. I think it's the ISDT T6 Lite. I don't know. We'll review that later, but we're talking about this right now. If they would come out with a charger like this that would also take DC voltage, I think that would be great, because so people can just go, they can buy one charger and it'll work inside, it'll work outside, it'll do it all. I don't see why they can't do that. So anyway, enough rambling about that. That was a quick little whatever you call it, quick little review of that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm going to try to bear down and maybe get a little bit more cleaned up around here. My friends, we're going to go on flying tomorrow, so I got to get some batteries charged, do some repairs on some of the quads. So I'm going to sign out and see you guys in the next one. Palm out. No. Fuck. Out. Ah.
Hey everybody, Riddy FPV here. You should subscribe to Tech FPV. He's a pretty cool guy.